Here is my third and final extract from the Gulag Archipelago too. For those who do not know what Anarcho-Tyranny is, it is when one group is not held to any standard and can do as they like, anarchy, and another group is held to the very highest standards, tyranny. And in other words, there is no equality before the law. This extract is from page 413. The thieves, the Urkai, are not Robin Hoods. When they want, they steal from last leggers. When they want, they are not squeamish about taking the last footcloths of a man freezing to death. Their great slogan is, you today, me tomorrow. But perhaps they really are patriots. Why don't they steal from the state? Why don't they plunder the special country villas? Why don't they stop the long black limousines? Is it because they expect to encounter the conquerors of Kolchak there? No, it's because these automobiles and duckers are well defended, and because stores and warehouses are shielded by the law, because the realist Stalin understood long ago that this was just a big buzz, this re-education of the Urkai, and he redirected their energy, sick them on the citizens of his own country. Here is what our laws were like for 30 years, till 1947. For robbery of the state, embezzlement of state funds, a packing case from a warehouse, for 3 potatoes from a collective farm, 10 years. After 1947, it was as much as 20. But robbery of a free person? Suppose they cleaned out an apartment, carting it off on a truck, everything a family had acquired in a lifetime. It was not accompanied by murder, then the sentence was up to 1 year, sometimes 6 months. The thieves flourished because they were encouraged. Through its laws, the Stalinist power said to the thieves clearly, do not steal from me, steal from the private persons. You see, private property is a belch from the past, but personally assigned VIP property is the sign of the future. And the thieves understood. In their intrepid stories and songs, did they go to steal where it was difficult, dangerous, where they could lose their heads? No. Greedy cowards, they pushed their way in where they were encouraged to push their way in. They stripped the clothes from solitary passers-by and stole from unguarded apartments. The 20s, the 30s, the 40s, the 50s. Who does not remember that eternal threat hovering over the citizen? Don't go where it's dark. Don't come home late. Don't wear your watch. Don't carry money with you. Don't leave the apartment empty. Locks, shutters, dogs. How many who were robbed knew that the police didn't even bother to look for the criminals, didn't even set a case in motion so as not to spoil their record of completed cases? Why should they sweat to catch a thief if he would only be given 6 months and then be given 3 months off for good behaviour? And anyway, it wasn't certain that the bandits would even be tried when caught. After all, prosecutors lowered the crime rate, something demanded of them at every conference, by the curious method of simply squashing cases, especially if they saw there would be many defendants. Finally, sentences were bound to be reduced, and of course for habitual criminals especially. Watch out there now, witness in the courtroom. They will all be back soon. It'll be a knife in the back of anyone who gave testimony. Therefore, if you see someone crawling through a window or slitting a pocket, or your neighbour's suitcase being ripped open, shut your eyes, walk back. You didn't see anything. That's how the thieves have trained us, the thieves and our laws. The criminal was made a part of the state's power of repression. When the government refuses to enforce the law to protect the honest citizen, it gives criminals the power to repress us. In the Soviet Union, self-protection was itself so strict that it was effectively illegal. We are not that bad off, yet, but at each turn liberals want us more and more defenceless, just as the communists did to the peoples of the Soviet Union.